guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to try a new makeup video. I have been wanting to try some of these products that I'm going to share with you guys for a while, and I've had them for a while. Also, I'm going to be incorporating products that I have showed you guys before and that I have tried in a trying new makeup video, but I have continued to try them, and now I can finally give you guys like a full little update on if they did work out or not. Also, you know, the elephant behind us, I mean behind us, I did switch up my background. I mean, it's pretty obvious. I was not feeling the inspiration with the background I had, my setup that I had back here, so I decided to do this. This is actually an IKEA like shelf, the standing ones, and I just literally I had it over on this side and I like over towards this side, and I just flipped it over on top of this, and I had the choice of putting it like more towards the center because it kind of bothers me that it's not centered. It does, but I had this little shelf, this little spinning thing organizer on top of that, and I never reached for my other skincare products, so I decided to just keep the little cubby here and put it here. I can also probably push this all the way that way and then put the spinny thingy over here, but I like how it looks right now, so we're just gonna leave it. And then this is just basically all skincare that now I can easily reach for when I'm sitting here doing my skincare in the night. And then all of this up here, it's the makeup that I have. These are my palettes up here. This little cubby has my ColourPop palettes, and then these monochromatic ones are the ColourPop monochromatic palettes. Now I have an IKEA desk, and inside, right here in front of me, I have like primers, concealers, cream products, mascaras, the daily everyday basic products. I have them in here, and then I have a little acrylic organizer on my desk. And actually I have three, one for brushes, one for setting sprays and more like basic things, and then one for lip liners, eyeliners. Then this, I still need to wash all these brushes. At the very top I have like a few random things, but I have my sponges up there that I do need to wash. I still haven't washed them, and I just need to get to it. Also, I think I haven't filmed for like 3 weeks. It has just been crazy. August was honestly just all over the place for me. Last week I dedicated the whole week to putting this together, cleaning everything, dusting, decluttering, as well as finishing my closet. You guys have seen that I did like rearrange my closet as well. It has just been a lot, and I had just been feeling like in a funk, like I wasn't inspired to do my makeup, and the heat and everything. I think it was just a lot, so I just decided to go ahead and declutter, clean. When I'm feeling like that is usually when I need to do that declutter and clean in my life. So that was that week. The week before, I had my mother-in-law visit, and you know, I was in mother-in-law mode. So that week was that, and then it's just been crazy. So finally settling down again. But with all that being said, I'm glad to be feeling inspired, feeling, you know, like I'm getting back into the groove of things, and we're here with a video. Now the demo portion, tutorial portion of trying the products out, I did film it another day. I don't know if it was like last week or the week before, but I had like a little time to squeeze in a tutorial or a look, just basically filming myself trying the products out, which was great because I got to try out the products a lot more times, a lot of the newer products that I was trying for the first time, and now, you know, I can let you know more of a review than just first impression. And I love that. I love that I did that. So without any further ado, let's just get on with the makeup look. Now for my foundation, I wanted to keep trying the Gucci. Now the shade wasn't a perfect match, which is fine. I had to end up keeping it because I went past the time of being able to exchange it or return it at Sephora. But recently I have mixed it with this one, which is the Makeup Forever HD Skin. I like this foundation. I don't like it on its own. This is my mixing foundation. I have two because, again, like, my shade matching last year was just atrocious. So I ended up with two different shades. I like the formula, but not on its own. And like I've told you guys before, this is just my perfect mixing foundation at the moment. Would I repurchase it once I finish them? No. But for the meantime, this is a really, really good combination. And it looks beautiful on the skin. I only use one pump of this, so the majority of the coverage and all that is from this foundation. This one, I wouldn't say for me personally has a full coverage, so I know that this one's doing the most of the work. And I love it. I am loving this combination. I have this one in the shade 2N34, and it just has been the perfect combo. I love it, and now I am fully going to use this foundation with this one. So I will finish them together, and that'll be great. Now for concealer, this concealer, I told you guys at the beginning, I wasn't like, oh my gosh, head over heels for it. And it's the Givenchy Prisme Libre Skin Caring Concealer. At the beginning, I was like, okay, this doesn't seem like anything special. Now that I have continued to use it and I've used it with other foundations, I really like it. It is lightweight and it does give you that glowy under eye look, but it looks healthy, and I like that because I was having the issue with like full coverage concealers, matte concealers that were looking too dry and crepey under my eyes. And with age, I feel like it's just going to come that you start getting, you know, a little more dull in those areas, like your skin under your eyes and all. I have the shade W110. And I like it. I like the applicator. It's more big, but I would say it's a medium-sized applicator compared to like the regular standard size and the jumbo ones that we see in all the new concealers. I really like it. The color as well. It's really nice. Now for bronzer, I wanted to add a little bit of warmth to the skin, and I decided I wanted to try this Stila Treasure Island all-in-one putty trio little palette. It has a bronzer, a highlighter, and a blush. This is a bronzer, highlighter, and blush. Now, as you guys can see, clearly the bronzer is way too orange, like to the level where I am not comfortable wearing it that way. So I decided that I needed to fix the color of the bronzer because I had already went ham and went in. So I was like, okay, let's just apply it all over and then fix it a little bit. And I used the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer in the shade Feeling Shady, which is a very gray undertone. It's more of a contour in my opinion. This is a type of product that you would use to have that very chiseled look on the skin and then maybe top it with a bronzer. But adding it in the moment to the super orangey bronzer from this palette, it just toned it down and it made it wearable. If not, I feel like I wouldn't have been comfortable and I would have had to like pack on a little bit of foundation to cover up the oranginess. But I do like the color for a blush. When I was applying it, I was like, okay, this is way too orange, but I feel like it'll look beautiful as a blush, so I'm not going to stop using this. I'm just going to repurpose it. Instead of a bronzer, I'm going to use it for a blush. And you guys know these are the type of colors that I love, so I'm already so excited to wear it as a blush. And the formula is just like a putty product. It's so cool. And I think that was the more of the appeal for me to this palette. Sorry on the shadows. I need to get better lighting. Definitely that's my next step for, you know, we're going to move on to the star, I would say, or the products that I was more excited to try out, which are the Makeup by Mario products. I have two of them. This is the first one, which is a Soft Pop Plumping Blush Veil, and this is in the shade Just Peachy. And this is a cream blush. Oh my gosh. I am obsessed with the color. Now, you guys will be able to notice I used the wrong brush as I was applying it initially. I used the brush that I used to apply that gray bronzer. And I'm just explaining because I noticed it when I was applying it, obviously. But I just went ahead and got a different brush and then applied it, and it looks beautiful. The color is gorgeous. The formula, I feel like it gives like that very juicy look to the skin. Now if you're not into that look, you just have to set your makeup, which is what I normally always do. I like to apply a little extra color now for when I set my makeup, because I like the look of like a really matte look on the rest of the face, but just using the bronzer and the blush and just setting it with my setting powder, leaving it that way, and I just feel like it looks really nice. I don't know why I've been loving that look, but I have. Although today we're going to be trying a highlighter because I wanted to try that highlighter, but definitely would pick up more of these. So probably one more, just because it's a cream product, and like, girl, how many cream products can I have? I need to go through some. But so happy. The first impression, first time trying it, I'm so glad it worked out really well. Now I'm going to be setting everything per usual. Now you guys know this product is my favorite. I can talk about it in every video and let you guys know that it's my favorite. But I have gone through the shade number 2 Satin Blanc. And I'm completely done with it. That's how much I love it. I have my backup back here, and I still am like, I don't want to pull it out yet. But I decided to use the shade number 3, which is a pink shade. And this is a perfect pink powder for me that I can still wear all over my face, and it doesn't look out of place. It doesn't look crazy. It just sets everything so beautifully. The formula in this powder is my absolute favorite of all time. I love it. I'm so happy with it. And I have, again, the shade number 3. And I decided to apply it with this e.l.f. sponge. This is like those velvet sponges that are super popular right now. I buy mine all the time at like Shein, Amazon. I just want to show you guys the size difference. This e.l.f. one is more like chubby and more rounded, as opposed to like more like pointy at the top. It's a little more rounded since it's more chubby. I still like it. It applies the powder beautifully. This fits right in. This, I mean, you just have to move it a little bit, but it still fits right in. And I can set my entire face with this sponge. Love it. These sponges just, I feel like, add to the flawless look when you set your makeup, which is why I have bought so many, and I will continue to buy more because I just love them so much. Now, I have been wanting to use this palette for the longest. Makeup by Mario, Master Mattes, is it? Yeah, eyeshadow palette. This is a pricey palette. I will start off by saying that. It definitely is. It is something that I wanted to try because I wanted to try out his brand. And I saw the palette and it definitely caught my attention. It is a small, compact palette, and I do actually like that. For a while, I think I got over using the big palettes, and I feel like it comes and goes. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I want to use all my ColourPop big palettes. I want to use these jumbo palettes I have over here, and sometimes I just want to use the little ones. I'm in the vibe of the little ones, and this one is beautiful. Do you need this palette if you already have 20 neutral eyeshadow palettes? No. If you want to spoil yourself, you want to treat yourself, you have a gift card, you want something high-end from, you know, a pricier brand, it's definitely a good palette. If you don't have a good neutral palette, do I recommend this one? Yes. Just keep in mind that it is pricier than something else you would find a little more affordable compared to this palette. Now I love it. And I'm glad that he included these 2 cream shades. This is more of like a white vanilla shade, and this is more of like a beige cream shade. These are the these are the colors that I feel like need to be in all the palettes, no matter the palette, just because you always need something to put on your brow bone, and these colors are perfect. The colors stick so well. As you guys can see, these type of colors are always such a, like, they're not very interesting and they don't swatch well. Look at this. Like, you can see the true pigment in the colors. The shadows blend beautifully. I love them. I like that this is more of a reddish brown as well as this, and then you have like very cool tones, this cool tone brown, and then a black. and the colors just blend so beautifully, and they just look so nice. The quality is definitely there that I want to try his other palette that I've seen. I think it's like five colors, and it's like foil looking eyeshadows. Let me know if you guys have tried those, because I'm really intrigued by those, and I've seen them a lot. People love them. Some people say they couldn't get to work those products, but let me know if you have any Makeup by Mario recommendations or products you don't recommend from him. Because for my first experience, first impression, I am really happy and I want to try out more products. Now for highlighter, I decided to try the Misela times Glamlight Pressed Highlighter, Glitter Pressed Highlighter. And I got this at Ross for $4.99. I was shook. They have a lot of Glamlight palettes there, and they have a lot of like their old collections. I've purchased a few of them, and I found this highlighter and I really wanted to try it. So the color is really nice. I actually did like it. Now for this look, I felt like it was too frosty looking, and I had a little bit of a heavy hand for this makeup. So I decided to fix it a little bit with my Pixie Nuance Quartet in Honey Nectar. This is my absolute favorite color, and I just use this as a topper. It's such a gorgeous, like blushy, pinky looking color with like a gold duochrome or undertone in it, and I love that. So when I don't want to just have the matte look, I will just top off my cheeks with this, and it just looks gorgeous. It just gives you such a pretty healthy glow, and I love it. So I just fixed it a little bit with this, and today, which is another day, I also used all of these products again. I went in with this first, the topper, and then I did a light application of the highlighter, and I feel like I like it much better. I also applied the highlighter in my inner corner and on my nose, and as a nose highlight, love this. Inner corner, love it. Just lighter hand on the cheeks, and it's perfect. Now to finish off with the lips, I'm going to be using the Tres Luz Draw the Linea lip liner, and this is a Becky G's makeup line, which I have a few palettes and this lip liner, and I actually really like the formula. You can actually see the blue palette back here. So I had this and I've been meaning to try it. This is a duo double lip liner, and I love that so much because you get two colors in one, and this is the like a pencil lip liner. You can sharpen it, and I love that you have a deep, sorry for the shadow, a deep color on one side and more of a like true blue red on the other, which is absolutely perfect. She also has other shades like browns, like 2 different shades of brown, 2 different shades of nude, and I will definitely be picking up more of these because I did really like the formula of it. It's creamy, it's not too dry and not too creamy. That's why I personally like pencil lip liners over like those retractable ones. These are my favorite formula of lip liners, and I really like this one. I definitely want to try out the browns. So I wanted to pair the little red lip liner obviously with a red lipstick, and this is the MAC Retro Matte Liquid Lip Color in the shade Feel So Grand. I hadn't used a MAC liquid lipstick in the longest time, probably since they launched them way back in the day, and I probably picked up like 5. I actually did end up liking the formula. There was just others that I kept trying and some that I liked more, but this one I actually really like this shade of red. It's like the perfect blue red, and I love it. These do, I would say, fade from the center of the lips because I haven't been doing anything other than talking, and it has, like, you know, faded a little from the center of the lips. Don't mind it that much, but it is something to keep in mind, and they are a little more drying. I never mind dry formula in liquid lipsticks because personally what I like is the super matte look, so I'm okay with it. But that, again, I know that's just me. And that's basically it for this look. Let me know your thoughts on the products and products you recommend or don't recommend from Makeup by Mario. I am so happy to be back having these videos for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, thank you so much for watching, and like always, I will see you all in my next one. Bye!